All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check it back, check it back.
Check 50, check 50.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Trucks over him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Back. Check. Here goes 15. Kill. Yo, go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
He's not going to get me.
To throw is Wilson. He's got Lockett. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Let's go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd and 1, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Chiefs 7.
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
43! Attack!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Hey, now, ready. You go tight. You got right there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Open man, it's Allen. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Flushed out right, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, McFarland. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Touch 50, touch 50. Go.
Check safety.
Now Mostert. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Slam, slam, slam. Sponge. No.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, 0.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Left.
Check. Man, I got
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
At the 2-yard line.
Mike Popo. Get him.
Good guys, 4 down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
General, switch it. Check.
15.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A run for Nick Chubb. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Wilson now just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. Now it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mahomes now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the bat? And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check. Watch the ship. Alert. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling.
And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And to give him 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. Get your swerve on. 36.
A give running right is Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down, Seahawks.
Hustle. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. Watch the run.
Wilson wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
He's checking crab. Check. Switch.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll try and run it, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry